Good evening, great people. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to be with you once again. My name is Teke, and I would be doing a brief presentation to you concerning our business, Tex Global and Value Chain Services Limited. Once again, it's a pleasure talking with you. Please, if you're getting us online right now, I'd like you to click that like button, click the like button, click the share button. Invite as many friends as you can to join us on this presentation. Today I will want to be talking about our site, how you can actually make money from Tex Global and Value Chain Services Limited, and how you can actually manage your back office. Okay, so I'm going to be using some few minutes to talk to you. So wherever I'm going to stop, then we will have to continue tomorrow for the continuation of our presentation. So really quickly as possible, I'm going to talk on how our site, first of all, I'll give you our website is www.texglobal.org. So a lot of you have been listening to me some time ago. We always get texglobal.org.com. So we changed our site to texglobal.org. So this is because we really needed to put some things in order. We need to fix up some other things so it can be favorable for everyone. So once again, you are welcome. I can see a lot of people joining. Please, thanks for joining. Please click that like button, click that share button, and share and invite as many as you can to join us in this live presentation. You see, we are in the era where a lot of people believe that making money is difficult. We're in an era where we believe that success is difficult to achieve. We're in an era where we believe that it is difficult for things to just come up like that. Of course, to an extent, it's true, but then it is not true for someone who knows what to do. So we always say our key principle here is that the key to every successful life first is awareness. The key to every successful life is awareness. So first, how do you gain success? You have to first of all be aware of first your environment. Number two, you got to be aware of things around you. So for you to be aware first, so you have to first of all acquire a lot of information. The key principle here to success in life is information. Every one of us must try as much as we can to gather as much information as we can on our chosen field of endeavor. For example, if you are a civil servant, let's say you are a lawyer, you have to try as much as you can to keep upgrading on daily basis to get to know what is required for you to be a principality in your field. All right, so thanks Mr. Nsa Esley, Eno Tonye, and all of you joining us. Oh, thank you so much for joining us in this platform. So I was saying that you have to gather information, enough information on your chosen field of endeavor. So a lot of people get into the battle of life. They get into the journey of life. They want to succeed. They want to make a better life, but they don't have enough intellectual capacity on what is involved on that chosen field, that particular area of endeavor. You are a lawyer, and all you know as of now is just all you learned in the law school, nothing else. You don't want to upgrade, yet you want to make progress in that your particular area. It's impossible. Life is continuous learning. If you must make progress in life, if you must be successful, you have to keep learning on daily basis. So this is what Tex Global has discovered. That is why in this company, in this organization, we believe that information is pivotal to success. So we tell our people, we train them, we educate them, we tell them keep learning. Personal education. Try as much as you can to go on and acquire new information on your area of endeavor, without which it is impossible for you to attain stardom in life. Little wonder a lot of people are just where they are. They left school, they graduated, some with first class, some with second class, some with whatever class you came out with, and there haven't been any significant progress in their lives. They have not. Why? They refused. They have refused to grow. So if you're listening to us, I'm going to be taking some people that want to join me online, so you will be able to ask your questions, because today we're actually doing information. So we want to take questions for you. With Rema in Text Global, we do financial education, we do personal development, we do business development, and we do a whole lot. All we focus on Text Global is how to better your life. So I will be bringing some people online who want to ask us their questions. You want to tell us if you have a doubt, there's something you want to find out. So if you are ready to ask us your questions, give us some contribution, whatever it is you want to say, we will be welcome online. So welcome you once again. So I said the first principle to attaining success in life is your ability to gather information. Whatever it is, wherever it is that you are in life. Are you a lawyer, a banker, an accountant? Are you a politician? You are a farmer? Are you a teacher? Whatever it is that you are in life, I want to encourage you, go for more information. Don't settle down on that particular information you gathered while you were in school. Okay, Mr. Sir Esley, I call him Lord Lexi. You are welcome. So he's online right now. Okay, you're welcome. Now, whatever it is that you do in life, get more information. We live in a continent in Africa where people are contented with their university education. They go to school, I call them smart academician. They just go to school and all they have is what they have acquired in school. Nobody has gone for personal education. They don't want to go to personal education. They don't want to all they want to do is get their certificate, go and look for a job. They want to secure a job so they can get a steady paycheck. But I have a word for someone. You can never become as successful as you ever dream if all you are depending on is your salary. Why do we have a lot of wars, fighting, crises, conflicts, challenges in the society today? Especially in Africa, our youths are so dependent oriented than independent oriented. So when we go to school in Africa, they teach us after school, go look for a job. No school has ever taught us on how to start up our own business, on how to become financially free, on how to make money. And so if you graduate in one of those African universities like I do, then you have to learn something else. If you must truly beat the curse that has affected the African graduates, then there is something else you have to do. You have to apply a special principle. You have to become a master strategist. You have to figure out, we live in a continent where people don't like to solve problems. Everybody is a problem carrier. In Africa, all of us want to carry problems. We want to bring our problems to somebody. We look for who wants to solve our problem for us. None of us want to solve problems. But the truth is this: if you must get to stardom in life, especially financially, you have to look for a problem to solve. Get a problem, solve the problem, and you will make money. We live in a country where nobody wants to solve any problem. All of us are crying for who will solve our problem. In Africa, if our country, our nation is in crisis, we look for Americans, we look for Europeans to solve our problems, to come and settle our disputes for us. But I want to ask you one question this evening. How many times have you heard the American government looking for an African country or an African nation to solve their problems for them? How many times has an American president or a country in Europe, the United Kingdom's president, called for help from the African nations? These guys are not too special than we are. Why should we always want to take our problems for others to solve? We have to develop a mindset, a mentality that we have to be our own problem solvers. So it begins from a personal thing. It's a personality issue right now. So if you have issues with yourself, because we have a lot of people in Africa who and all over the world who fight eternal battles by themselves. You have serious eternal conflicts, squabbles that you have to sort out within yourself. So when you have that issue, can you actually handle your own crisis? If yes, can you handle crisis between you and your brother? Can you handle crisis between you and your countryman? So let's get to this level in Africa where we should be able to know that we are the architect of our problems and we are the only people who can solve our problems. In Text Global, we teach people how to become independent and learn how to settle their disputes themselves. So if you have financial crisis, you don't need Mr. A or Mr. B to help you out. You need to first of all realize that the problem is eternally made and it can be solved eternally. You don't need country A or country B to solve your problems for you. If we develop this capacity, this mindset of solving problems, our Christianity will be good, our religion will be good, our beliefs will be good, our lives will be good, our nations will be good, and our continent will be good. The major problem I think that we have is that we have not been able to come to the understanding that we are the solution of our problems. The problem was not caused by America, and the problems cannot be solved by America. The question I want to leave you with is this: what do you think about those challenges you are going through in your life, in your family, in your states, in your region, in your country, and in your continent? Can you, as an individual, figure out a solution to solve the problems that you are going through? We in Text Global discovered that we have financial management issue, one of the problems we solve. And so one of the things we do, we ensure that before we even talk about putting money into people's hands, we educate them financially on what it takes to manage the little they have. Africa doesn't have any problem with making money. Africa has a problem with managing the money they make. Africa is blessed with natural resources. Africa is blessed with a whole lot of endowments. We are blessed with oil, we are blessed with timber, we are blessed with minerals, we are blessed with a whole lot of things. But what is our problem? We are not blessed with ability to manage what God has blessed us with. Before you start blaming your nation, before you start blaming your government, before you start blaming your continent, and before you start blaming the entire world, my question to you is, what problem can you solve? How much problem solving oriented are you? How much problem can you handle? And what is your capacity in handling these problems? Until you are able to solve a personal problem, you cannot solve a global problem. I have seen and heard of a lot of people who call themselves leaders, who have personal character management problems, yet they are thinking of how to lead the nation, on how to lead a continent, on how to lead a family, on how to lead an organization. You cannot solve a global problem if you cannot solve a personal problem. It begins from you. How well can you manage your own personal finance? How well can you manage your own personal issues? How well can you manage your own personal issues at your job place, where you work? How do you manage your work? Are you this kind of person that your bosses cannot trust you, your bosses cannot rely on you? When they give you a responsibility, you cannot carry it? And you're talking about leading a nation or leading a community or leading an organization? You cannot solve a global problem until you are able to solve a personal problem. We live in a continent where we have a lot of head leaders rather than heart leaders. And I want us to know that leadership is a heart affair and not a head affair. If you must be a good leader, if you must truly be a leader, leadership in the truest sense of it is heart thing. It's all about relationship. It's all about fatherhood. It's all about parenting. So if you are called to be a leader, to lead your family, to lead an organization, to lead a state, to lead a region, to lead a local government, to lead a nation, to lead your continent, you have to know that you have been called into a place of parenting. And no parent wants to destroy their own children, except they are witches and wizards. So if you get into the position of leadership, first you have to know its responsibility. Number two, you have to know that as a leader, you are nothing more than a servant. So when your leadership position increase in life, your rights and privileges reduces. We live in a continent where a lot of leaders, when they become leadership, that's when they want to exercise their rights. They want to tell you that they can do anything with you. After all, they got the power. But leadership in the true sense is that when you become a leader, your rights and privileges will reduce because you are automatically a servant to serve the people. Leadership is all about the people. It's not about you. So leadership, in the words of John Maxwell, is the responsibility you bear, not the position you sit. Leadership is not that chair, it's not that position, it's not a crown you wear. Leadership is responsibility. If you cannot lead a people to a war or to conflict resolution, if you cannot bring solution to people's problems, you have no right to become a leader. Leadership is not embezzling money from the government and building houses and buying cars. Leadership is all about the welfare of the people you have been called to lead. I want to challenge everyone listening to me and my African compatriots, and I want to let you know that we have to start thinking on how to change our lives. We have to start thinking of how to change our nation. We have to start thinking of how to change our continent. But it begins from you. So I'm calling on a personal revolution, that you have to go back and look within you. If you are given a position in authority, if you are asked to lead your family, if you are asked to lead an organization, if you are asked to lead your church, or if you are a Muslim and you're asked to lead in the mosque, if you are asked to lead your local government, if you are asked to lead in a particular region in your nation, what is that one thing that you know that you will do that will not be suitable for the people? If you stand up today to declare your interest in leading in a particular capacity, how many persons can actually accept you? Leadership is responsibility. Leadership is service. Leadership is not the position you sit. Leadership is not right to intimidate and to lord over people. Leadership is to serve. Leadership is to serve humanity and to serve the people that have been called for you to lead. Leadership is all about the interest of the people, not your own interests. Let's take this clearly. If we must succeed in our nation, if that your organization must succeed, if you must keep maintaining and retaining the people in your organization, if they must look at you and hold you at a higher esteem, you have to learn relationship. You have to learn people management. You have to know that it's not all about you as the leader. It is all about them that you are leading. Listen to me, friends. People don't want to care how much you know until they know how much you care. I'll take that again. People don't want to care how much you know until they know how much you care. Leadership is all about dealing with humanity, and morality is necessary for true leadership abilities. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tex Global and Value Chain Services Limited. Several things that we do here. Outside our business, where we teach you how to make money, we teach leadership principles. We teach you because we believe in Tex Global, everybody is a leader. Because in Text Global, in less than no time, everyone is sent to start up our branches in Text Global in different areas, in different countries. And we believe that we need people to join the company. So we are telling our people, if you must be a successful leader in Text Global, you must so learn on how to deal with human beings. You have to learn it. You must so learn on how to deal with human beings. Without that, why? Why is this necessary? Why dealing with human beings is so important? Because every money that you and I are looking for is in human beings. The money is not in the government house. The money is not in the oil wells. The money is nowhere. It's in human beings. You can raise and generate millions and millions of dollars or pounds, whatever currency you deal with, if you have capacity to retain human beings. My definition for business is solving a problem with a profit in mind. That's my definition for business. Solving a problem with a profit in mind. So anytime you figure out a problem to solve, whether political, social, economic, religious, whatever problem you could figure out to solve, always solve it, having it at the back of your mind that you are in that business to make profit. Because any business that does not produce profit is frustrating. So we have a lot of frustrated politicians, a lot of frustrated businessmen, a lot of frustrated employees who are working for someone else. They go about doing their business, but no profit, and so they get frustrated. I have not seen any man who is not happy in a profitable business. Wherever you are, whatever you do, whether be you're working for someone, you're an employee, an employer, you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, you're a politician, an economist, you're a banker, whatever, you're a pastor, you are a Malam or a Muslim, whatever it is that you are, a Buddhist, a Shintoist, whatever field that you belong to, whatever you do is business. And so you have to take it seriously. And you have to know that if your business must progress, you have to learn to handle human beings, because those are the people you need to incorporate in your business. You will not bring in monkeys, you will not bring in animals to come and do business with you. You will bring in human beings. You will bring in human beings to do your business. So you have to learn to deal with them. Why do we have terrible politicians? Everybody wants to say everything against them. They aren't do anything to deal with human beings. They're so much concerned about themselves, and it all begins from your personal business, from your job. How do you handle your work? Are you an employee listening to me right now? All you think about is the salary you want to make, the monthly income that they pay you. Let me tell you something. You can never become financially free without salary. You cannot. You can't. Your relationship with your boss, your relationship with your colleagues, your relationship with your subordinates and your boss is very, very necessary. The interest of the growth of the organization is more important than the salary you collect, because the way you handle someone else's business will demonstrate how you will handle your own business. Little wonder a lot of people can work for 50 years and there is no progress in their lives. They can't start up their own business, they can't move to the next level, they cannot be promoted, nothing can happen. Why? They handle people's businesses with laxity and less concern. No interest at all. They are just interested in the salary they get. If you are an employee and you are working for someone, please handle the business with caution. Handle it with care. If you are an assistant pastor assisting another pastor in a church, please see it as your business. See it as your own ministry. If you work in an organization, see it as your own organization. If you are a politician and you are called to lead people, see that nation as your nation and see the people as your people. If you are a businessman managing your own business, see the business as your business and see your client as yourself. The way you will not want someone to treat you as a client, don't treat your clients that way. Don't make promises that you cannot keep. Don't say things that is out of your target, that is out of the objectives of the organization. If you are a politician, see the masses as yourself. If you will not want to be lied to as a citizen, don't also lie to them. Because whatever you do in an organization, in a nation, in your local government, in your community, you are building posterity that your children are coming to inherit. We can make our nations, we can make our communities, we can make our continent a better place if each and every one of us can decide to be sincere to ourselves. The problem we have is not our politicians, we have a problem with ourselves. We have a lot of human beings that are not sincere. They don't even know who they really are. They don't know. A lot of human beings don't know who they are. They doubt themselves. How dare you want to know who someone else is? How dare you want to be able to decipher what the truth looks like? I call on you, fellow compatriots, dear Africans, dear Cameroonians, Nigerians, South Africans, Mozambicans, wherever you are in the African continent. It is time for us to begin to rethink how we can rebuild our continent. The problems in Africa were caused and created by Africans, and we are the ones to solve it. Even if they were not created by us, it is our continent, and we have a responsibility to solve our problems. America can't solve our problems. United Nations cannot solve our problems. Britain cannot solve our problems. France cannot solve our problems. We are the solution to our problems. And the responsibility is in the hands of the youth. Let us take up the baton of work and think of how better in your various nations, what can you do? You can create an NGO that will be about empowering youth and teaching them concepts of leadership. We can engage in several dialoguing meetings on how we can engage into talks with our leaders and tell them what we think, what we feel about change and success. Listen, you must not become the president for you to be able to change certain principles in your nation. You must not be the head of your organization for you to be able to change certain things in that organization. You must not be the head of your family to be able to change certain things in that family. You must not be the head of your community to change things in your community. The problem we have is that everybody wants to ascend the throne. It is only one king per time. It's only one president per time. It's only one leader per time. All of us cannot sit on the throne of leadership, but all of us can lead at our respective places of influence. Let's take up responsibilities. It is not the position you sit. It is the work you do. As individuals, let us learn to work. Let's learn to do things that will be for the benefit of our nations, for the benefit of our community, for the benefit of our organizations. Above all, let us know that this is our nation, this is our continent. Wherever country you belong, it is your fatherland, and you have a responsibility to make it better than what it is. I challenge everyone, what can you do to better your life? What can you do to better your community? What can you do to better your organization? What can you do to better your region? What can you do to better your states? What can you do to better your nation? And what can you do to better your continent? This is a clarion call for all of us. Pick up a responsibility. Decide to do a thing, and you will help humanity forever. Anything you do today that causes the progress and the success of your area of influence, of your area of residence, you are building posterity for your generation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Teke. See you next time. Please don't forget to share this video. Talk to as many as you can. Invite them to join us on our programs. And we love you so much. God bless you. From this table of Text Global and Value Chain Services Limited, we say we love you and God bless you.